he will try to do his best, given that the number of drivers are low and the eventuality of ending up in the points is very, very, very high. And this is the main scope of the jokers, is that you try to utilize it where it's best for you, and of course you will get the highest points because it enables you to get double the points, except for the fastest lap, which you don't get double points for that. But you will get double points if you enter within the points. And of course it will be best used when there are the least drivers possible and the least fastest drivers possible as well, given the combination of the driver lineup.
So basically, use it this week.
Exactly, somewhere on those binaries. Yep.
Well, 4 other drivers have taken that opportunity, and we'll have to see if that works out for them.
Yep, for sure.
The first driver that will come across the line will be Strong Sauce, the Division 2 reserve. The man who has recently been promoted himself to Division 2. He comes towards the line now. With the DRS activation, he comes towards the 3rd or 4th corner.
This will be corner 4, yep. Of course, for Strong Sauce it's purple because he's the first driver to pass that corner on a hot lap.
Yeah, well,
so,
it'll remain to be seen whether that'll stay purple or not. But he keeps going now through the second sector. A very curvy sector, to say the least.
Yeah, you can easily spin your car here, and in fact he has just invalidated the lap. It's one of the most complicated corners in this track, I would believe, because you could easily spin if you don't get the throttle as efficient as possible. So yeah, that would be a lap ruin for Strong Sauce, although he's still, I think, within a chance to do another lap. I believe he still has enough fuel. Even if you fuel only 5 kilos worth of fuel, you will have 2 hot laps. So probably he will be taking his second chance right now. He has slightly less ERS, Strong Sauce, at the moment, but at least he would bank a lap.
Yeah, well, 107.3 is the time to beat for all the other drivers, as Gunzek goes 107.9. So clearly Nigel with some sort of pace around here.
Yeah, I believe that was around my pace yesterday. It was, I think, 17.2, but yeah, I would expect that for the Division 1 drivers, the best driver would get around 17.1, somewhere on those lines. And I'm expecting drivers like Amal Inzaghi, who could be one of the contenders as well, as much as 6'9", and Tom Gray, who is also very, very good in this track.
Yeah, well, speaking of Amel, he's gone second behind his teammate, 107.5, as the 2 Red Bulls are both in the 108. A Strong Sauce, having done that second lap, is now on a 107.9.
Yeah, that's a very, very good lap, given that he had a 1 lap older tire and less ERS to deal with.
Yeah, well, he's outshining some of the Division 1 drivers so far.
Yeah, Strong Sauce, I think he has been evolving by time. He joined as a Division 3 driver, but he seems that he's coping very well with the no traction control thing. So I must congratulate the guy. Hopefully I don't jinx him for his improvement. Strong Sauce is becoming a very, very good driver, very reliable, and one driver to watch for sure.
As his Division 2 rival Tommy puts in a lap just slightly faster on a 7.93, but no one so far has been able to come anywhere near Nigel, as Kairos at a 107.7. But Nigel is still just under 0.2 faster than Amel behind, so clearly he's the driver to beat.
Yeah, maybe yes, maybe no, but as we are speaking right now, Tom Gray is starting his hot lap right now. So I think I'm going to go on board with him as well from my recording as well, just to see his lap. I believe that he's very, very fast. He's a very fast guy, and I expect him to at least match Nigel.
Yeah, well, he's used his joker for this week, so clearly he hopes to do well here.
Yep.
And as we come across where Cairo suddenly retired, don't know if he's had an issue or he's just span.
I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, no one was nearby, so we can't see. But in the background, Gunzek had gone faster than his teammate with 107.6. As Tom comes through the latter part of the second sector. He comes towards the final bit now, coming towards the final sector, he goes purple.
Ooh.
So,
that was very good turning on that corner on the 4th gear. I usually go gear 3 right there. So that was very good exit from him. I'm expecting him to go purple sector 3 as well. Ooh, so it's still only a tenth and I think 120 thousandths.
He's not too far off, to be fair.
Yeah. It was a good lap from Tom Gray. It was a good lap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only 1/10 and 200 behind.
Yeah, and there's still a lot to see because the track will be ramping up with that tire wear, and the track will be evolving during the course of this qualifying. So I'm expecting the drivers to do better and better as the time goes by.
Well, clearly everyone else has heard you as they're all going out for their second or third runs now.
Yep.
As Tom comes back towards the pit lane. So, one of the Red Bulls is out first, which is King Scope, with the man on provisional pole just behind him, Nigel. So, clearly Nigel feeling that Tom's got a little too close and has decided to try and extend that lead that he has.
Yep, in fact there's King Scopper who's leading the pack, and Nigel is taking his time as well to let King Scopper go a little bit further, and Nigel is now also accelerating towards the start of the lap. I'm noticing some drivers who are following each other. I think there's Strong Sauce and Zeus, yep, who's following him as well for the start of the lap. So that's it.
There's King Scope now and Nigel both coming down the main straight. I say the main straight, the main back straight. As he come towards the fourth corner. As he come towards everyone's. Oh, and is that Strong Sauce that's span? No, it's Tommy that's gone off at the centre S's. A shame for him.
Unlucky.
Yeah, well, we go back to the two that are currently first out on track with King Scope and Nigel, as they're both coming towards the final sector now, as King Scope has gone 3/10 faster already, so it'll be a wonder to see how much faster he's gone and where he will end up.
Yeah, let's see. I believe Nigel will be improving. Oh, he just invalidated it. He has cut the inside way too much, and he was almost 3/10 up. And
He's out.
Oh, that's Sana SS. Ooh, whoa. But he's still leading at the moment, but we are noticing that the track is ramping up nicely because Strong Sauce has just posted a 1 minute 7.445, so he's only a few thousandths away from Nigel.
Yeah, well, clearly Nigel could have been in the 106s, but it's a bit late now as he's rounding out, as all the drivers behind will now have a chance to catch up to his time with that much more evolved track.
Yep, 100%.
I mean, you look at top 5, even, like, not even counting 7, 8, 9, any of them could probably catch up to Nigel at this point. It's a much more evolved track and he's gone round, so it's anyone's game really.
Yeah, anything could happen, and I believe that guys like Tom Gray, Amel Inzaghi, and even Strong Sauce, if it's possible, and Gunzek, they are all in contention, in my opinion, to get that P1. So we
Well,
will need to
now
wait and
it's
see. We will need to wait and see. I believe that I'm seeing Chappie Cho, who's entering the pits, but Tom Gray, no, 6-9 has just posted the fastest lap as I was just going on board with 6-9. I think I have also advised that he could be a contender, not just right now, but a few minutes earlier, and he had just pipped up Nigel by just 9 thousandths of a second. So if I was Nigel right now, I would be fuming for that invalidation and then the instant DNF.
yeah. Well, one spin can cost you massively, which he's clearly seen, and it seems that Amel Inzaghi is the next driver to go and see if he can steal that provisional pole. As you look to him, Tom, Strong, Sauce, and even Gunzet possibly to pit C9 now
Yep.
Nigel is gone.
It's anyone's game literally because Siegman has just got that provisional pole, but only by 9 thousandths of a second. So literally anything could happen.
It's anyone's game, and Amel Inzaghi now is 3/10 faster coming into the third sector. So it remains to be seen whether he can pip C9's that provisional pole. He comes towards the line now. What time will he post? And it's a 107.2, so...
Yeah, I was expecting that kind of time from Amel Inzaghi. I believe that he's around my pace, but he has also informed me that he hasn't been playing lately, and so he's a little bit out of the game, and even given his work schedule, he can only race today. So we're trying him as a reserve at the moment to see whether he's too fast for Division 2. I think he's just level with the guys. So we will need to wait and see. But currently he's the provisional pole guy with a 1 minute 7.2. I'm expecting a top time of a 1 minute 7.1, somewhere on those lines. I believe yesterday Kimi Matevs, I think, or Yakats, one of them, they have posted a 1 minute 6.2 or 0.1. I'm not 100% sure, and that was a mega time for Elite Division.
Yeah, well, Nigel was close to 106s before he spun out. So
Yep.
clearly, it's possible for the Division 1 drivers. It'll just remain to be seen who will get into that 107s, well, 106s, sorry.
Exactly.
Well, Tom Green now is coming through the second sector. And he's coming towards the final part, going into the third. And he's improved by just 1/10. As it remains to be seen where he'll come after he's posted his time. And he comes towards the line now through the last corner. And it will be a 107.3.
7.352. Oh, yeah, he's only 1/10 away from Amel Inzaghi, so he's very close as well. I know that 1/10 can mean a lot in this track, and I think that Tom Gray is trying to bank another lap on those tires. He hasn't pulled off and has already improved by 137 thousandths of a second. So I am expecting him to go for it and try to get that provisional pole at least.
Yeah, well, I've been informed that it was Jack Ash with a 106.3, so almost a whole second faster than the laps posted here.
Yeah.
So clearly getting into that 106s will put them with some...
Yeah, a fun statistic about that is that the esports drivers, I think the fastest time they have got during a league race, and I think it was last December or somewhere on the whereabouts. I don't remember his name. He is the Alpine driver, but I don't remember his name.
Blakely?
No, I think he is. I'm not remembering. He was an Alpine driver for sure. And he has posted a 1 minute 5.8. So Yakats was only 5 tenths away from esports level. That kind of time. If I remember the name, I will tell you, but I can't remember the name. Oh,
Well,
it's in my it's in my mouth, but I can't remember it.
yeah, well, Tom didn't go any faster on his second lap.
Yeah,
As
because I believe that he had low ERS at the end, and of course the long straight we wouldn't require a lot of ERS usage, and he just didn't have any more because he went for 2 bankers.
yeah, well,
Okay, now I
now
remember
we'll
the guy. I remember the esports guy. It's Nicolas Longue.
uh
He's Nicolas Longue. He's the best driver in this track for sure. I believe that the last esports competition and the one before, he was the driver who got pole, and in one of them he won it. And the other Brazil, I'm not sure whether he won it last year, but he was the provisional pole guy for sure for 2 years running.
yeah, well, the man who was on pole, CX9, is now off on a lap to try and retake the pole, as this will be his final time, as there's only 40 seconds left of the whole qualifying. So any drivers who want to set a time will have to set their time now.
Yep, exactly. As we are seeing, I think Zeus starting his hot lap as well. And I'm noticing that probably Strong Sauce, no, not Strong Sauce, Tommy is starting his hot lap as well. He's just starting his hot lap right now. So he will be the last driver to complete the lap. I'm just going to be on board, trying to be on board with everybody, just to see how are they doing.
Well, CX9 now is coming through the last sector, and it'll remain to be seen whether he can steal the pole at the last possible second. And he posts a 107.234 and steals it by just under 200ths.
Yeah, and Zeus has just spun the car, so probably his lap is completely ruined now. And he's letting Tommy pass, but Tommy has just abandoned the lap as well. So I believe that there's nobody else continuing the lap. So that would make 6-9 grab the pole position with a 1 minute 7.234. But I wouldn't be in the shoes of Nigel right now. He was improving by already 2 tenths from his lap that he invalidated and then crashed. So he would have pinned P1 easily. Nigel. Of course, he would be the driver to watch during the race. He's starting in P4, which is not too bad, but this track position is key as well, because there's not much room for overtaking except for the last corner, long oval straight line thingy. So yeah, I mean, easy to have damage because it's easy to have contact if the awareness is not 100% there. But yeah, we will need to wait and see.
Well, I look forward to the races, as Nigel is lamenting how much he would have gained had he not invalidated his lap.
Yeah, 100%. And in the meantime, there's BVB Goals who has just joined, so probably he might be able to at least select his car. I hope so.
And at least race in the race.
Yep. I mean, with 13 drivers, it's easy to get in the points. Let's put it that way. It's easier, unless you're the slowest driver in the grid.
Well, the one driver in the 108, Chappet, is on the medium, so we'll be on the alternate strategy to everyone else.
Yeah,
So,
I expect the alternate strategy from Chappie for sure. Knowing Chappie, he will be. He will be. So
yeah, well,
6-9 P1, Emil Inzaghi P2 and Tom Gray P3 round the top 3 for the Division 1 race in Brazil. In the meantime, as the game is loading, I am going to quickly mention the briefing, the race briefing, as we are
getting ready
we
now.
are loading. Yep. So of course the drivers, they are not supposed to do dive bombs, especially in this track, so please don't dive bomb. Of course, don't get overconfident with the throttle and spin and crash, or crash other people, or cause a safety car for that matter, because too much safety car would make the race boring. Remember that the traction control in this division, but also in the PR in general, is off. And as well as ghosting, which is off as well. So for the new drivers like Amel Inzaghi, ghosting is off. So try to pay attention to that. Of course, resetting on track is illegal. And of course, during the safety car, everybody needs to keep that 1 second gap. Please keep that 1 second gap during the safety car. Of course, lap 1 is not the lap that you win the race. So please, no over ambitious things. Of course, the language in the chat, please be responsible. Of course, record your races, it's so important.
Today.
I think a one-stop strategy would be ideal, either from a soft to medium, or soft to hards, or medium to softs, for that matter. A one-stop strategy would be ideal. I once did 20, I think it was 22 or 23 laps with the softs. I was doing an alternate strategy. I think I was in another league, in Chappie's league, and there was an early safety car and I was on the mediums, and I just pitted for the softs and went till the end. And my tires were shattered, but I won the race. So a one-stop strategy could be beneficial if you play it well. The tires do last very well, but at the same time, you would need to take care of them. You would gain a lot of time initially with fresher tires, but in the long term, you can, of course, try and maintain them efficiently without making them fall off the cliff.
Yeah, well, I'd give you all this help and all this information, but I don't drive league races.
Yeah, I mean, I do drive a lot of league races, and oh, I'm noticing a Mercedes car was just parked near the wall.
Yeah, well, he was on the grid and he just got bumped out the way.
Oh,
Don't know what's happened there.
This game.
He's now. Yeah, well, Bugmasters. Oh, please don't tell us we have to. Oh, don't tell us we have to start a new lobby.
I hope not. I hope not.
Oh, you'll have. Well, things to do with other than deal with Bugmasters.
Let's say. In the meantime,
Yep, and but clearly co-masters have not fixed joining during qualifying.
yeah, I think it was because of BVB Ghost. So probably we would need to create another lobby.
Yeah, well, oh, he's got control of the car.
Alright. Yeah, definitely it's because of him. So, okay guys, so I'm going to quickly advise the guys to redo the lobby. So, at Division 1, red flag. Leave lobby. We will do another one. Quick. If you're listening guys, red flag, we're going to make another lobby. I have taken a photo of the standings. With 6-9 in
Sorry,
P1,
cool.
Amel Inzaghi in P2, Tom Gray P3, Nigel P4, Strong Sauce P5, Gunzak P6, so on and so forth. So we're going to do another lobby. And of course the drivers will have the opportunity to start with fresher tires, but the top 10 drivers need to start with the tires they have qualified on. And all the top 10 drivers basically
Well, what's quite funny is BBB Ghost's AI went and did the formation lap, and they've all started.
yeah.
So I don't think Chappie and Cairo have got a message, as neither of them have left.
No, it's red flag anyway, so hopefully they will notice and leave the session. So if you're listening to the stream, guys, it's red flag, and oh, Andre, I think he can. Okay, he's going to make the lobby. Andre will be making the lobby. I think he has just arrived home, so that's good. He will send me the invites. Okay, Andre, I'm listening. Noted.
Yeah, well, Chappie Cho, I don't think has got the message, as he's still sat in the old lobby. Oh God.
Yeah, I'm seeing the stream right now. But no, he had just left the lobby. Alright, yep. Unless you left.
I left.
Alright. Hopefully King's Copper will let him know, because King's Copper is currently writing, and I'm sure that they are in a party chat. Alright, so Andre will be sending me another... So yeah, we're currently back in. I think almost everybody got the invite from Andre. That's the good thing about Andre. He's like me, he has a lot of PSN friends saved. So that would be very efficient for the guy. Oh, and I need to put the spectator mode. Okay.
Oh, PSN friends. Oh, friends.
Yeah. That's the thing that when you are an admin, you tend to have a lot of PlayStation friends just for the sake of racing.
Well, I am an admin, just not for a PlayStation League. So I don't have any PlayStation friends. Yay.
That's alright. So why is Nigel putting the very good? We can't do it faster. I think it's Amel Inzaghi who still needs to rejoin. I hope Amel Inzaghi wasn't still racing.
No, he's in orbit.
Right. Okay, perfect. So we are now 15 drivers, which makes us... Yeah, unless Andre is racing as well. No, he is spectator as well. If he wants, Andre, I think he can join. Let me ask him quickly. We can make it... We can make it three-way. Unless he can't, of course. Let's see.